do that Zechariah Jackson BASA. Here in New Jersey at the famous Haynes building. Anybody remember Haynes building? Haynes was a department store downtown Milk, very exclusive, like Neiman Marcus is today, and Nordstrom's. You know, because our family been in Newark so long, when people tell me that they shopped at Haynes, I know that they were outright middle class.
That's right. That's right.
Because I remember most of us would walk through Haynes for the air conditioning. Today I'm interviewing Khalilah. Dr. Khalilah Muhammad.
No,
Dr. Khalilah Ali. Okay, I'm
That's okay. That's fine.
the former wife, the second wife of the great Muhammad Ali, who, when we look back in history, she was a comfort to us. I don't know that you know the magnitude of what the champ walk and you have your kids. I remember a blue light nation, looked like to me a Nation of Islam type Muslim suit that you had with a blue. Oh my God! I mean, most of us brothers tried to carbon copy that, and we believed that you had met Ali in the bakery, so we were going to
Yes,
try to recreate that.
but I really didn't meet him in the bakery.
Right.
That's where we ended up, though.
Yeah. I think I did that for a marketing strategy.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. To bring, well, you scored because we would frequent the Muslim bakeries on South on Jasmine. At that time, Temple 25, hoping to see Khalilah.
Khalilah at the time.
All right. And today we're going to be, you have your book out, Undefeated, the Untold Story of My Forgiveness and Healing, by Dr. Khalilah Ali. Come on, Chuck.
Yes. That's my last husband's name.
I want to touch on the family's journey in the nation.
Beautiful journey.
And they were there way before the flamboyant ministers.
That's right.
When did the nation actually start?
The Nation of Islam started back in the 30s, but it started growing bigger and bigger and bigger. Because we used to go to Savior States that were small, amount of people, but then it grew into the Almaries and the Flowers in Chicago.
Okay.
So the Nation of Islam was growing at the time. And the Nation of Islam was always really there, but it tended to grow. And the FOI began to grow, the NGT began to grow.
Yes.
And when we started using our uniforms, we started getting known.
Yes, without a doubt.
Because of the unity and the uniform set of pace was us with recognition.
So there was a time in the nation when you guys, because as you said that when you met Classic Clay at the time, he called you a little Indian girl because of your
My long hair.
Your long ponytail.
Yes, sir, very long
So
hair.
you didn't always have, you didn't always have it covered up in the nation?
No, it wasn't. When we were little girls, a lot of people, I used to have straight hair, so they used to say I was going to burn with the devil because I have a hair like the goat. And I would cry all the time.
Wow.
Down the line, I'm going to show me a picture of the Savior, saying, look at his hair, see how straight his hair is? You're closer to the Savior than they are.
And you were that close to the messenger.
Oh, I lived in his home with him, grew up his grandchildren. My mother and father worked. I stayed at his home and grew up with the grandchildren of down the line.
Your father was a lieutenant.
My mother was a lieutenant, that's right.
And your mother worked a lot with Sister Clara.
She worked with Sister Clara, and she's the one that helped with the security when the people were coming to the mosque. And by me being a black belt at the age of 8, I began to teach the sisters self-defense
So
classes.
you were a black belt at 8 years old back in those days?
Back in those days. Yeah, because I got taught from outside of my home.
Okay.
Yeah, but with Japanese instructors.
I remember someone in the drilling, Elijah Muhammad, and he was talking about him teaching the FOI judo.
Yes. It was it was a couple of brothers that knew judo. I taught my girls taekwondo,
Okay,
self-defense.
okay.
I called it self-defense. They didn't know they was being taught taekwondo.
Taekwondo.
And then by me having security expertise, security in the martial arts, Don Elijah Muhammad taught me to serve, but made me be the security for his dignitaries when they would come to the house. And as I would serve and sit them in certain areas, they let me stay there in case Don Elijah Muhammad would leave the room. Then I was kind of watching them. So I kind of played security at the same time. The most importantly, when Malcolm X came, I would serve him and his partner once where they would go and make sure they wouldn't go in any other area in the house.
And this was the house in Hyde Park?
Yes, this is in Hyde Park.
Chicago.
In Chicago. And so I was security for any of the dignitaries. So Malcolm X would come there and I was security for them. And then when Martin Luther King came, I was security for Martin Luther King. But this one thing, when Muhammad left, Martin Luther King looked at me and he said, "You're not just a person to serve coffee, are you? You're a little bit more than that, aren't you?" I said, "Yes, I am."
Martin said that to you?
Yeah, and he said, "I thought you were." He said, "I thought you were." He was looking over everything. He said, "But I want to tell you something. A lot of women are going to follow you in the future." And I go, "Thank you very much."
Let me ask
I didn't know what that meant. I just said thank
see
you.
now,
That was
right?
a nice thing to say.
Let me
Yes.
ask you this. I guess it's something that I thought, or I've always had this on my mind. My family come out of Georgia, as the messenger. You trade my family came to New Jersey. And I always wondered, what was the difference in life between coming from South Georgia and Martin Luther King basically in Atlanta? Because Elijah Muhammad would be basically in the air with Martin King's father, who comes from South
The
Georgia.
Reverend Mr. King,
Right,
yes,
right,
yes.
Daddy King.
Yeah, Daddy
Daddy
King.
King.
I think it's because of their structure and their teachings. Don Elijah Muhammad was trying to explain to Martin that we have to teach our people like our history. We have to teach them how to tell them who they were, where they come from. But the only then Martin Luther King said, "Well, you know, I would join you. I would join you. I've got everything it takes for me to join you. But this is the thing. I have this dream. It's something I have to put people together. Everybody. He wanted segregated nations and separation. And see, that Elijah Muhammad thought it's best for us to separate ourselves first, so we can know who we are first. It's almost like a child. If a child is sick, you take the child out to school, you take them home, and you heal the child, then you put the child back into school. That's the example he gave Martin.
I know a lot about segregation. Okay. Not that my father was living today. The genre of 105. My mother is born in 1925. And she would be 100. So I learned a lot about segregation from them. Because my father was 45 years older than me. So when I sit at the table, they talk about football, they talk about where they come from. Pittsburgh,
Your
from
heritage,
Pittsburgh,
your
Georgia.
history, yeah.
They talk about it. So I can't for the message for having that line to say, you know, we've tried this other thing.
Well, you know what? Do you read music at all?
Safety.
No.
Okay, well, let me
We
take the
need to
beginning of the piece of music.
You know, so
There's the
I don't
fraction
hope that.
that tells you how many, like, 4/4 beats, it's gonna be
A lot
4
of black
beats to the measure like that, that type of thing, 3, 4, whatever. But,
But then,
the poets and everybody else, they had, when they were really reciting poetry, and so it puts you that had the stress.
So was able to make that real
Right.
wonderful
Okay,
person.
so they were reciting their poetry, and they chose music behind them, to a type of music behind them that fit in with what they wanted. Like Nicky Divine with the gospel. Hip hop.
Yes.
you know.
Yes.
A lot of people,
Yes.
if here's a man that was in government, yeah, we just forget our
Their poetry
we
wrote
forgave
other people
both
goes to
kinds.
poetry album. That's what I think. I know that's the difference between
And we come up with and I can't say, I say, I'm glad what we have today. I am so glad that we were able to fight.
I might be wrong, but that's always been my idea.
Yeah, but you know what? It's nothing wrong with it if we know who we are.
Yes.
It's okay if you know who you are. You can't have a person not know who you are
Yes.
and continue to become a slave. That's the
Well, you know, when you look back in the history, the Hebrew children, from what they went through in ancient Israel, there's going to be some mistakes in their hearts. And do we allow it? Do we allow those mistakes and things to happen? It's like with fame, like if a person don't have money, and then, you know, get a lot of big dollars, that they're gonna make some mistakes because.
they're not only gonna make, yeah, because they're not used to money, mistakes are made to learn from.
Yes.
When the mistakes keep going on, it becomes a habit, not a mistake, it becomes a habit, not a problem.
I've never heard like that, but that's how it is.
That's right. A mistake is only a mistake when it's temporary. If you don't learn from it, it becomes a habit, and it's a problem.
Let me ask you this. In 1974, after the messenger, and his son took Wallace, and he went to Wallace, and that was a rough time. It was a rough time for him.
It was like,
It was a rough time because
it was about time, I was hoping.
Yes, well, it was a rough time.
It was a confusion time. It was so confusing.
Digging pie didn't taste like it used to taste. Excuse me.
Shame on
Steak and
you.
take.
Shame on you.
Steak and take sauce station tastes a little bit different than it was. But then, when you, at the point where you're at now, let's go back into 10 years ago. And you walk, oh, let's go back 20. And you walk around whatever it is, Chicago.
I think I know where you're going. Go ahead. I know where you're going. I know exactly where you're going.
And you see young sisters that resemble yourself and friends that you grew up with. And they in the nation here. They got the MGT on. They got the, was it MGT, MCC?
MGT and GCC.
GCC, okay. And they got the uniform on, they walk in drills. What do that do to y'all? Because they take you back to okay, so right there, so what happens into your, you know, when you see it, you know, because that's what and it wasn't that matter of
Great fact.
giving what we were dealt by the power of God. What's the feeling?
The feeling is, to be honest with you, the MGC and GCC, I'm still an MGT and GCC. It's still embedded in me, it's life. In the ways, the way it represents, because of what it represents. That's still me, it has not changed. It's made me evolve women empowerment now that we didn't have before. And woman empowerment, and I've always fought for, I've always fought for freedom, justice, and equality for women all my life, and I wanted to know why it was holding us back. And I just waited.
Now that wasn't a nation fought that. That was the way society was. That women were.
Yeah, that was just
That was the order of the day.
order of today.
Okay.
I mean, the women,
Yeah.
white women had to fight for rights to vote. And then we got involved in it. So it was.
But we're not, I just.
It's not because of the nation. No, it's not. And I use a certain word that it wasn't Islam that taught us that. It was Islam that taught us that.
But then you need it.
No, we did not need Islam. That was terrible. When it's Islam, it's bad. If it's Islam, it's good.
Well, sometimes, when I was sick, when I was young, my mother would make up for this. Sometimes, I don't know, Father John.
Your mother was
Make up
wise
some stuff,
woman.
right?
That's
But-
what mothers did. It's called mother wit. That's what my mother did.
Yes, but it wasn't something you buy Rite Aids in the store, it was her
Homemade,
stuff.
baby.
Homemade.
Homemade.
So, sometimes when you're sick, as you said, right, you need some Islam or you need that.
Oh, that kind of Islam is different.
No, I'm just giving you an example.
That right there, I don't call it Islam.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying this.
But I see where you coming from.
My mother was no Muslim.
She didn't have to be. She was a woman
She
and a
was a
mother.
woman, but
She knew.
She knew, I remember.
No mama can probably go in the backyard and buy something to heal your cold right now. And it's not in Walgreens.
I remember the time when she figured out that I couldn't eat mayonnaise. Mayonnaise is kryptonite.
And it's mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise or whatever you call it. I got mayonnaise.
I used to say the same
Mayonnaise.
thing.
Yeah. Well, it's kryptonite. And I remember. I can't. No comment.
Really?
No comment. I can't have nothing.
Really?
No, at all. When she discovered and I remember on her death, she said to me, you're an old boy. And I said, yes, mustard. He said, this is a good salad. And we would have it good as mustard.
Is that right?
Yeah. So, it was a great mustard. Love it. I love it even to this day.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is that some things that from what Noah had to us were under the Jim Crow segregation that we felt so
Horrific terrorism I've ever seen in my
yeah,
time.
it was a mental beat down. It was a mental. Huh? Yeah. It was a mental beat. And so when your husband, let's get bring up. Some people call it but we need it. And all those guys like that when he also called it trouble. And at least
He said, I'm not he called him trouble. He said, if it's good.
yeah, I got me.
You remember?
I remember that right there. I remember that.
All the answers.
I remember that.
All the answers.
So, when you guys traveled through this same thing, we were right there with you.
We were the power couple.
You were the flag that was being waved.
That's right.
And I have
God
to believe
used
that
us.
right there.
God used us to unite our people.
At that time, it was never, it was only a calendar mentioned that we never had a show. That was common. That was something that we didn't conceive back in the
Not in
60s and
our
early
day and
70s.
time.
No.
I never thought it would happen in my day and time either.
So, what I'm saying is that it done so much good. It was a ministry. I remember when I was leaving fight. night at 8 o'clock. I can start my we were going watching and you, because the record the greatest of all time. So when you look down on the record, you look into your eyes.
Yes.
Album,
Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, the greatest love of all.
Greatest love. I'm sorry for all those other things I have to say. But admire everything.
And I remember how before the generation snatches me back fast. And I can remember our laughter.
Yes.
But he used me to talk to Clay.
Talk to who?
Clay.
Oh, okay, right.
Attracted his attention. And I'll tell you that when I started talking.
And you were great, because I think you took his autograph.
Yeah.
And something.
But I did, what happened was, I was in school. I was 10 years old. Clay was 18 years old. And he come to school because he wanted to see the empire Malcolm. He said, I want to talk to Malcolm. Came to see the school. And I was always an outgoing person in school. Like I said, it was a tomboy. So I used to always fight for women's rights. So we and Muhammad had a lot of similarities. When I was coming down to school, it was almost like play speaking out. Fight. So then some of them said it and shit. And then one of the girls shouted and said, I said, no, I'm not. He's acting like you. So when he came up, and then he gave me back he came to me and he gave me everybody losing it. Walk away, but they stayed to see what I was going to do. He's going to kiss and know me. So I said, wait a minute, your name is Cassius Marcellus Clay. That's what you write here. Is this your name? I said, Cassius Marcellus, you know, that's a Roman name. You know what Romans did to people, right? They said, this is Clay. This is like dirt and mold. Are you proud of this, brother?
At 10 years old.
I said, yeah, because I'm a Muslim. I don't care about no slavery. I tell you, is you proud of this? He said, I thought I was.
At 10 years coming along.
Yes. Then I said, look, brother. I started taking up the I said, until you get a name of respect, until you get a name of honor,
People remember that.
matter of fact, until you get a Muslim name, you're not going to be nothing with that name. That's not going to be You take those back with you. I don't want you to take that back with you. I don't want and walk away. And it just beat on his head and his mind for years, for at least 2 or 3 years, because he became, he told her I'm a life mama. If I think I'm as smart as I know to my name. He said, yeah. He said, I'm in it. As long as I be able to talk to her. He said, I'm in it. None of the brothers could get a couple of till he said that. Yeah. That's what happened. And he kept coming looking for me. He said, man, don't worry about this. They gonna talk to brother. You had plenty to say to me. He was like, yeah.
And he never forgot that.
So we're gonna first about these people.
Yes. Let me just
Oh, I can do some more interviews later on for you.
I just want to for years, They said Ali was for years. They said, well, I even heard one guy said that he made the shortest poem.
Yeah, we. Now he did make that one.
Okay, okay.
That was the only poem he wrote.
I thought when Jimmy Brown was singing, he was giving him
But the Bodini wrote Flow Like a Butterfly,
right,
Sting Like a
right.
Bee.
Okay, but I thought he wrote all of them.
No.
You even wrote the listing poem.
Yeah, I did.
And well, didn't you?
And I wrote the war poem. Because he said he was gonna, yeah, that one right there. I wrote that one. Because I didn't like him because I heard some listeners saying that he's gonna knock out that black Muslim, and it pissed me off. And I wrote a poem real quick for the play. So I listened to some listeners, I don't like it. And then my daddy came to me and said, "Did you kill that fighter?"
Oh my God!
Poem on the rock paper bag. I said, yes, sir, because I know my daddy, if he asked me a question, you know the answer already, and I ain't gonna get in trouble if I lie. And he said, I said, how did you find that out? He said, he's on TV right now. I said, what? Then I saw him on TV, holding the poem up. Just like that. He was going, no, he wrote the poem. He said, this is the original Cassius Clay. This beautiful fight. This fence fights great. He's got speed in the door. But you try to decide to fight him with police insurance. This kid's got a left. This kid's got a right. Look at the kid trying to fight. He's got enough room. They Ali lost the boom. Who would have thought when they came to the fight, they see a swoop satellite. No one would dream when they put down their money, they see a total kick to the side. I wrote that in 20 pages.
And see, I always thought, we thought
Ali,
Brown was
no, Bodini only did Flow Like a Butterfly, Sting Like a Bee. That's all he ever wrote. Yeah. We're filming. Yeah.
That was you. I do remember when I did read a book where he was going to the college campus, and they were kind of like beating him up, and you told him mentally fight back, something like that.
Yeah.
I remember that part.
Yeah.
But I don't remember. I always thought the one he did.
No, that's why my story is in the book now.
That's why I
Write down my story.
Hey, she took that book. Hey, she got to bring that book back. I paid $40.
No, she probably wanted to see
But
it.
it's autographed to me.
I know that she was like, you can show
You
us.
can show this right here. Yeah, that's why it's important to get this book.
Undefeated. So that's just one of the books.
And how would they reach you?
They can go on Amazon to get that.
Okay.
Right on Amazon.
But you have your own website too.
Yeah, well, website is almost complete now. It's not complete. But it'll probably be mamaali.com.
Again, this is Zechariah Jackson, BASA News. And we are on it, and knock me out. Doing them karate chops. And this is Zechariah Jackson, BASA News. We were honored to interview Khalilah Ali. Come on. Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, now we gotta go somewhere. We gotta do something. These people here.